You're listening to an Airwave Media Podcast.
You know, when we were kids, summer just felt different.
Oh, yeah. Summer vacation. Staying up too late. Sleeping until noon.
Riding your bike around the neighborhood.
Ugh, summer just had like that freedom.
And honestly, as adults, I think one of the best feelings is freeing yourself from paying way too much for your phone bill.
Oh, which is why I love Mint Mobile's summer sale. It is such a good deal. Right now, all of Mint's plans are just $15 a month, even unlimited.
We also appreciate companies that don't make simple things unnecessarily complicated.
You know what? We spend all week researching people who made everything unnecessarily complicated.
Mint, on the other hand, makes switching really easy. You can keep your current phone, keep your number, sign up online, and you're good to go.
Plus, you get premium wireless with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the T-Mobile 5G network. And you can choose a 3, 6, or 12-month plan.
To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/queens.
That's mintmobile.com/queens.
Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/queens.
That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months. Plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Tax and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabyte may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable devices required. Availability, speed, and coverage vary. See mintmobile.com for details. Okay. If you could please be serious. Hi, everybody. It's Katy.
And it's Nathan.
We are on summer vacation, but we didn't want to leave y'all high and dry. Nathan, if someone were to go over to our Patreon, how many bonus episodes do you think they would find?
I have honestly lost count.
I mean, at least 1 million.
Yes, at least 1 million. And it's not just historical women that we cover over there. We go over cults, current events,
Pop culture.
Yes.
Haunted locations. So this episode is a peek into what lives behind the Patreon wall. If that is your thing, find us over there. And we will be back from this summer break in September. So Nathan, cheers.
Cheers. Hey, Katy.
Hello, Nathan. How are you today?
Fabulous.
All right, Nathan, you're going to tell us about your lady that you researched first. So who is it?
So I had to bring it back to the Texas roots, y'all. And
We gotta.
So I had to bring it back to, okay, I'm going to stop the Texas accent.
Thank you. That's you weren't going to do that for like the whole hour? Oh.
So I'm going to talk about Ann Richards. So if you don't know anything about Ann, I'm going to tell you all about her, but please feel free to do your own research and look at videos of her, because everything that I'm going to say from here on out is great, but you just got to see her personality.
She's definitely just got this swagger.
Yeah, she's got that it factor.
Something about Texans. I don't know. And also, the apartment that I used to live in here in Austin, there was like a Montessori school it was Ann Richards girls' school, and I used to go run on their track every morning. Before the school started.
I actually cover a little bit of that later on. So yay! Katy has firsthand experience.
Did we go run on the track together or something?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think we went walking, and I think we walked by it, but
okay.
That's beside the point. Dorothy Ann Willis was born September 1st, 1933 in Lakeview, Texas. So if you're keeping track with the Zodiac, new band name called it.
Keep track with the Zodiac.
She's a Virgo. So Virgos are known for being strong, cheerful, loyal, observant, dominating, and perfectionist. And if you know anything about Ann Richards, That is exactly who she is.
Very on brand with that
Yeah.
Virgo energy. Yes.
Yes, big Virgo energy. So she was the only child of Robert Cecil Willis and Mildred Warren. How old school are those names? Cecil and Mildred.
Yes, those are very old school.
Gotta love it. And she ended up growing up in Waco, where she got a really good education, and she met her high school sweetheart, David Richards. I wonder where that last name's going to come up again.
Maybe he'll be important.
I don't know. So while she was in school, Anne joined the debate team. And here at Queen's Podcast, just FYI, we love our women loud and mouthy.
Yes.
Like, let's be real.
I mean,
we don't want to,
pointing at me right here. Yes.
So Anne was not only good at debate, she fucking nailed debate. Like, she was so good at it. So naturally, being in a debate team, that led to her becoming interested in politics. Even at a young age, like in high school, junior high, she was already interested in politics. Her junior year in high school, she ended up going to the American Legion Girls State program. It's like this summer program that teaches kids that are aspiring to be politicians or business owners, how shit works. I actually went to one of these whenever I was in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got nominated, but it was only like a week-long program, but it was something very similar. So she certainly has this sort of charm and humor about her that makes her this just super magnetic person that even adults were like, she's got it. She's got this personality. We have got to give her some more formal education because she's destined to be this bright star in the future.
Awesome.
Like I said, Anne was not only good at debate, she excelled at debate, and it earned her a scholarship to Baylor. Don't know if you've heard of it.
I was about to ask if she's from Waco, did she go to Baylor? So yeah.
Yep, sure did. After graduating from Baylor, she married her high school sweetheart, David Richards,
David.
I just mentioned him. David. And the two packed up and moved to Austin. #same.
Yeah, we did the same thing right after college.
Yeah, me and Katy did the same thing. So while she was in Austin, she received her teaching certificate from a UT Hook'em Horns, and she began teaching school shortly after. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that her major was in poli-sci or political science, or it could have been history. It had to have been something in that field because what she ended up teaching was social studies and history. Yes, I love her even more.
Yes. Yeah, I can't find, I'm trying to see where it says what she got her bachelor's in too. And like even on her like official University of Texas.edu website, it's just like she got a bachelor's from Baylor. Maybe back then they just gave women like general studies bachelors. They were like, whatever.
Bag of dicks.
I don't know. Anyway.
So she was teaching at Fulmer Junior High School. And during this time, Anne and her husband were popping out babies on babies on babies from 1957 to like, I think it was like 5 or 6 years. She had 4 children. She popped them out left and right. But guess what? A woman's got to do what a woman's got to do. She's got her eye on the prize. She's ready to go. Her children's name were Cecil, Daniel, Clark, and Ellen. So hi guys, you're not listeners, but Anne's husband graduated with his law degree, which really heightened Anne's interest in politics. I think that she already had the interest in politics. I think she had the interest there, but her husband becoming a lawyer and then prominent at that gave her the connections and the ability to really move forward. Right. So Anne at this point starts campaigning for very liberal and progressive candidates in Texas. So she's basically like a campaign manager. So
nice. And if you don't know, Texas is a traditionally conservative state, though Austin is like the blueberry.
So in 1971 to 1972, Anne started working on the campaign for Sarah Weddington. So if you don't know who Sarah Weddington is, she was the lawyer who ended up representing, quote unquote, Jane Roe in Roe v. Wade.
Oh, okay.
So, yes. So Sarah ends up getting elected, and I don't know if you know this, but Roe v. Wade is real controversial. So to be elected, being the lawyer of that is a pretty big fucking feather in Anne's cap. Ostrich feather, bitch.
The Duchess style.
Yes. She's getting bitches elected left and right.
Nice.
So then she is recruited at this point by a woman by the name of Wilhelmina Delco.
Okay.
Wilhelmina. I mean, what a punk rock name. Wilhelmina Delco needs to be in roller derby.
I like that.
So Wilhelmina was the first African American woman to be elected to public office in Austin, Texas. So a double yay.
Yeah.
And Wilhelmina also got elected, and Anne is like, okay, at this point, I am going to put all this campaigning, all of my skills, all of the policies that we've come up with, I'm going to put that in place. So,
real quick question: Wilhelmina, I'm sorry, was Is this still like the early 70s?
Yes, this is like mid 70s at this point. So we're still. This is the 70s, so we're still racist as fuck. And so Anne was an advocate for the Equal Rights Amendment. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, her efforts on the Equal Rights Amendment didn't work.
Yeah.
But that just shows that Anne is on the fucking front lines.
Mm-hmm.
She's fighting for what she believes in. Whether you agree with it or you don't, she's fighting for what she believes in. And that's what's important.
Right.
One day, Anne's husband was approached by the DNC, the Democratic Party, and he was asked if he would like to run for the Travis County, Texas Commissioner. Travis County is the Austin, Texas county. Mm-hmm. So if you're not from Texas, that's where Nathan and Katy live. Texas County.
True story.
Travis County. And like Katy was saying, it leans blue. However, back in that day, still kind of red, very red.
Really? I mean, I guess it was still Texas, but just also we weren't alive in the 70s, so I'm just going off of what I've always known about Austin.
I mean, it was very liberal for the time, but if we were to jump into a time machine and travel back to 1978 Austin, we'd be like, wow, there are a lot of oppressed people.
Well, just like had Willie Nelson moved here yet? Like the hippies figured out about Austin yet? Like
that is a qualifying factor of whether you're liberal or not. Is Willie Nelson in the room? So they asked Anne's husband to be the Travis County, Texas Commissioner. He was like, thanks, but no thanks. The 3-term incumbent, the guy who had been, the previous Travis County, Texas Commissioner. Wow, that's a tongueful. He was not that popular.
Okay.
And Anne's husband was like, even though I'm pretty sure I could win this race, I don't even want to get into politics. And then Anne's sitting over there in a corner drinking her wine going, hello.
I do.
Do you see this bad boss bitch over here? So needless to say, Anne ends up running, and then Anne ends up winning the nomination. And after that, she did end up winning a second term by a landslide, 81% to 18%. Like that's pretty decisive that people liked Anne. So let's just say for that. But unfortunately for Anne, during all of her politicking, that really does, like we've experienced in the last week, it does a lot on your mental health. Mm-hmm. When you're constantly campaigning and constantly dealing with that. And she ended up suffering from an alcohol addiction at this point.
Oh, I didn't know that about Ann Richards. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So she would always have like these loud, body, lavish parties. And she was like always the life of the party. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, I'm going to keep saying this over and over and over. Please go look at a video of her just speaking and you'll understand. She's just got that big personality.
Yeah.
And people would always say that whenever Anne was in the room, you didn't want to leave or you didn't even want to blink, because if you did, you were going to miss the joke. You were going to miss her.
Yeah.
So that's just how infectious her personality was.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. And with the constant parties of always having everybody over comes drinking. And then that's how she slowly became dependent on alcohol. It was a social thing for her, and it got deeper and deeper and deeper. And obviously, if anybody knows an alcoholic or has experienced something like that, it's very tragic.
Mhm.
And it really took a toll on her marriage.
Yeah.
After her reelection, she did end up losing her husband. Her husband left her due to the alcohol addiction. So, but did Anne let this get her down? Fuck the fuck. No. That is a direct quote.
Yeah, direct quote.
She marched herself right into rehab at that point because she was like, you know what? I've got motherfucking potential. Yeah. I have got the ability to change the world. So she was not going to let this disease of addiction beat her. She was determined to beat it and come out not only on top, but thriving.
Good for her.
I know, right? She's so inspirational. So a year or so after, Anne announces, you know what? I beat this addiction. I'm out on top. I'm going to run for the Texas State Treasurer. Nice. So like Katy and Nathan were saying, Texas is like blood red. So running for a statewide office, not like a county, like Travis County, which leans left. This is a statewide office. So as a Democrat, that is a huge gamble that you're taking. Mm-hmm. Fortunately for Anne, the incumbent Warren G. Harding, not related to the president Warren.
I was about to say.
Yeah, real confusing. He was embroiled in this big scandal. Apparently, he let state employees at the Treasury run his campaign.
Ooh.
That's not good.
That's a conflict of interest.
Yeah. That's a no-no. That's a big no-no. Mm-hmm. Again, it's not something that's like illegal, but it's just frowned upon.
Yeah.
So at this point, Anne capitalizes on that, and she's like, look at this corrupt bullshit that's going on, and it actually helped her. So your girl Anne ended up winning that election and became the first woman elected to statewide office in more than 50 years, bitch.
Yes, boss!
So during Anne's first few days as treasurer, she noticed that, like, wait, these finances are a little bit off. Wait. This is a fucking shit show. So she akined the way that the Treasury was run to a 1930s bank, which, if you don't know American history, that was the Great Depression.
That's when all the banks crashed. That's when all the banks ran out of money, right?
Maybe you've heard of the Great Depression. I don't know. Yeah. I really don't know. But she's basically saying, hey guys, this is a shit show.
Yeah.
So all the deposits that were being made, this kind of echoes back to our Victoria Woodhull, finances. Mm-hmm. All the deposits that were being made into the Treasury, they weren't gaining interest. So all this money's just sitting there, not making any money. Like, why not put that in your savings account or the stock markets or this or that? There's so many different ways that you could do it.
Right.
So here's all this money just sitting there making no interest. And she's like, hello, we've got to completely revolutionize Texas state finances, and we've got to work to maximize these returns from all these deposits because that's how you make money. And guess what, guys? She made a lot of fucking
money.
It worked!
Yay, money magic. I don't understand investments but I'm just like, I know that when you're smart about money, you can give your money to people who do understand investments and make more money.
I
call that
deep.
Magic money. So she made magic money for Texas. Yay!
Magic money.
Yay!
So needless to say, she's extremely popular as a treasurer.
Because she made all the magic money.
Yeah, right? She turned that shit around. She ended up running again for treasurer. She was unopposed. Nobody even wanted to run against her.
They were like, hey, you got this, girl. You do it.
Yeah, go on, Anne. Anne with a plan.
Anne. Oh, I love that. Anne with the plan.
When we were kids, summer just felt different.
Oh, yeah. Summer vacation. staying up too late, sleeping until noon.
Riding your bike around the neighborhood.
Summer just had like that freedom.
And honestly, as adults, I think one of the best feelings is freeing yourself from paying way too much for your phone bill.
Oh, which is why I love Mint Mobile's summer sale. It is such a good deal. Right now, all of Mint's plans are just $15 a month, even unlimited.
We also appreciate companies that don't make simple things unnecessarily complicated.
You know what? We spend all week researching people who made everything unnecessarily complicated.
Mint, on the other hand, makes switching really easy. You can keep your current phone, keep your number, sign up online, and you're good to go.
Plus, you get premium wireless with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the T-Mobile 5G network. And you can choose a 3, 6, or 12-month plan.
To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/queens.
That's mintmobile.com/queens.
Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/queens.
That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months. Plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Tax and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabyte may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable devices required. Availability, speed, and coverage vary. See mintmobile.com for details. This episode of Queen's Podcast is sponsored by Vented. Nathan, I recently did the deeply humbling activity of looking through my closet and realizing how many things I own that I apparently believed future Katy would wear one day.
Oh, future Katy has plans.
She has such a social life. Meanwhile, actual Katy has clothes just sitting there, which is why I tried Vented. Vented is a secondhand marketplace app where you can sell clothes you're not wearing anymore and actually make some money from them.
And we love turning closet guilt into cash.
Yes, exactly. Listing on Vented is quick and simple. And when something sells, Vented creates the prepaid shipping label for you. But my favorite part is that Vented has no seller fees. Let me say that again. No seller fees. So you actually keep what you earn.
Okay, that makes the closet clean out considerably more motivating.
So go investigate what is lurking in your closet. Download the Vented app for free and start listing. In case I didn't already mention it, there are no seller fees for a limited time. Vented is offering free shipping in the U.S.
Make future you buy her own clothes.
Give your clothes a second life with Vented.
So Anne's charisma and fiery delivery and personality that we've been talking about, that really gained the attention of the DNC. Like the DNC sitting over in the corner going, huh? Like, who's that girl? They recognize
a Democrat making headway in Texas? What?
They saw that she had that charm and the way that she speaks, like how I was speaking earlier in this episode, where the Southern drawl, she talks with a Southern drawl real bad.
Oh yeah.
It is great. But guess what?
It's
what
great.
that does what that does is it makes her relatable to people in the South. To have somebody that was outspoken, who spoke like them, who acted like them.
Even like when Hillary Clinton was campaigning, because she's from, is it Alabama originally or something? Like, but when she would go to Southern states, her drawl would come out and she wouldn't. I do it. I catch myself doing it all the time. Whenever I go back to visit my family, my Southern just comes out, and I definitely do think it puts people at ease sometimes.
Yeah, it does. And who was it? Renee Zellweger, whenever she gave like her acceptance speech for her Academy Award.
That one, I think, with the Golden Globes, I think it was because she was drunk.
But
because my Southern accent also comes out when I'm drunk sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same point, like people that see that are from the South are like, oh, Renee Zellweger, she's one of us.
Yeah.
Exactly. She ended up at this point gaining the attention of the DNC, and this is 1984, so the Democratic presidential candidate is Walter Mondale at this point, and she gave a nomination speech for him. I couldn't find any videos on this, but we can pretty much guarantee that she served it, honey. Because guess what? The DNC asks her back and is like, okay, so we didn't win with Walter Mondale. Can you please come back and try to energize the Democrats, please?
I'm looking up Walter Mondale because I know that name. I know he wasn't president. It says he was vice president. Who was he vice president to? Do you know?
I don't know.
Hold on. Wikipedia will tell me. Vice president to Jimmy Carter.
That makes sense because usually vice presidents run after the president. So anyway. the DNC ends up asking her back, and it's like, hey, so we didn't win this time. Can you please make a speech for the next one? And she's like, I'm Ann with a plan. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
4 years later, she is asked back to speak at the 1988 DNC. So guys, literally, if there's anything that you get out of this episode, please watch this speech. Like, I understand that you may not politically agree with her, and that's fine. But the way that she delivers it, the way that she does everything just makes you go, God, she's so goddamn charming. So
is it on YouTube?
Yeah, this one's on YouTube. This one's very easy to look up. I'm sure if you just look at Google,
you can put the show in the show notes. You can link to it.
I'll do that because it is. We'll talk about it here in a second. But I'm going to attempt to give a dramatic reading of Ann's.
I love your dramatic readings.
Ann's 1988 DNC speech. Let me take a sip of water.
Are you going to do it in a Southern accent?
The anticipation. I'm delighted to be here with you this evening because after listening to George Bush all these years, I figure you needed to know what a real Texas accent sounds like.
Texas burn.
Yes. Poor George. He can't help it. He was born with a silver foot in his mouth.
Oh, yes. Rich person burn.
And here's my favorite one. She's talking about the lack of women representation in the DNC. So this is what I love. Is she says, 2 women in 160 years is about par for the course. But if you give us a chance, we can perform. After all, Ginger Rogers did everything that Fred Astaire did. She just did it backwards and in high heels. Woo! I love that shit because it's true. It's true.
I love the silver foot in his mouth.
It's just great all across the board. So again, putting the politics aside, whether you're red, blue, gold.
It's a good speech.
Yellow, it's a good speech.
Yes.
And the rhetorical experts, quote unquote, I don't know who is like, I'm a rhetorical expert. They said it was a quote unquote historically significant speech. And this speech, when Ann gave it, literally overnight, everyone is talking about, did you hear that speech? Did you hear Ann Richards? Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because she has a sense of humor. She has a sense of relatability, but I'm going to harken back to the fact that she made fun of her own party. You know, she basically said, you've only had 2 female speakers. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And she was saying that in a room full of Democrats. That's class. Like, she had a classy and funny way of saying it that made people go, oh, ooh, okay, that hurt a little bit.
You're like, oh, but you're right though. You're right though.
Yeah, exactly. So at this point, that catapults her into the limelight. And she, at this point, is the front runner to become a gubernatorial candidate. I hate that word.
Gubernatorial. Yeah. It sounds like a typo.
Fucking governor.
Yeah.
And adding to that, the incumbent that was the Texas governor decided not to run for re-election.
Oh,
so if
there you go.
Yeah, if you know anything about politics, if the incumbent doesn't run, that just means the field is wide fucking open. Anybody can do it. So Ann, being the campaign manager that she is, she started her bid for governor, and she painted herself as a quote unquote sensible progressive. So I would say that she painted herself as a moderate in today's terms, but she would still have a progressive agenda, but she would be more fiscally conservative, if that's a thing. She was a treasurer, you know, she made a lot of money. So she was not shy about
that's a thing people like to say a lot, like social liberal, fiscal conservative. So
yeah, she's like a blue dog Democrat, basically. Something along those lines. Oh, it's great. I think it was named, I think I mentioned this later on in the notes, but it was like named number 38 in the most influential speeches of all time.
Oh, wow.
Like, political speeches of all time. Yeah. It's you really need to watch it because it's funny. It's keeps you engaged, but it's still like, ooh, burn. Ooh, sick burn. Ooh, you burned me. Ow, ow, ow. It's great. So Anne fought this really hard campaign, and she did end up achieving the nomination for the Democratic gubernatorial candidate. And one of her fellow nominees decided to bring up her past alcoholism and then started to accuse her of having a drug problem.
That's disgusting because it's like, well, I got the help. So doesn't that show like great character that like I know when I need help?
That you can beat it. Also, addiction is a fucking disease.
I know.
Like, do you make fun of someone that has cancer? No. Once she secured this nomination, a radical right-wing activist ended up placing a black wreath at her campaign headquarters. And on that black wreath was a beautiful message that said, "Death to the family."
Death to the family? What does that even mean? Like that she was
gonna kill her family?
Going to kill her family or kill all traditional family units?
It was a threat. Either any way you slice or dice it. That's not real mature. Like, even if somebody disagrees with you politically, when you start doing death threats, you've got fucking issues. Like, calm the fuck down. It's just a difference. Talk it out. You'll be fine.
For sure.
Don't threaten
death to the family.
Yeah, grow the fuck up.
All right,
So
buddy.
Anne's opposition at this point, his name is Clayton Williams Jr. And bitch, this bro, oh my God. He is like the stereotypical 1980s Republican candidate. So, got a rich daddy.
Yeah.
A very rich daddy. Daddy is involved with natural gas and oil and farming and ranching and real estate. Oh, sounds a little Republican.
Oh, he looks very rich daddy Texas.
Oh, yeah, he totally is. And Anne is like the exact opposite. She grew up in very humble beginnings. She did not have a silver foot in her mouth, as she would say. She was a former teacher, you know.
Yeah.
She started from the bottom. Now she's here.
Working class.
Bitch. Yes, exactly. Either way you slice it or dice it, you've got this traditional Republican candidate versus a Democrat in Texas.
Right.
You're fighting an uphill battle.
Yes.
So when the campaign started, Anne was behind by 20 fucking points.
Oh, damn.
Like, way down.
Yeah.
And Clayton Williams Jr. was running this, like, good old boy campaign, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. And
so the stage is set for an opinionated, outspoken woman to face off in a debate with a quote-unquote Southern gentleman.
Southern gentleman. That means racist.
Yes,
sorry.
Kind of does.
There are plenty of Southern gentlemen that aren't racist, but I have a feeling this is not one of them.
He ran on a campaign, and I literally cannot make this shit up. His campaign slogan was, "Make Texas great again."
Oh, shut up!
Yeah, I read that and I was like, mind blown. Not the first time that's been used before, guys. Like, I seriously can't make that shit up. However, you know, great that this sounds for, you know, Mr. Republican guy. He's going to get this nomination. He's pretty notorious for his gaffes, but these are gaffes that are like really bad. So,
you got any examples?
Yeah. example 1, he's talking about Anne, and he's like, I really hope she hasn't gone back to drinking again. And you're like,
Ew.
dude,
Tacky.
stop it. Yeah. And then he said, I'm going to head her and hoof her and drag her through the mud. Talking to Anne
Like you would cattle.
Yes, like cattle. Like he's talking like she's a cow. Like, fuck you, dude. I mean, he even like bragged about going to brothels in the 1950s.
Ew. Though that does make me think of Dolly Parton's Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Yeah.
Texas has a whorehouse in it. Lord have mercy on our soul. Sorry.
So Clayton Williams was at the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. He didn't give two shits. He was like, Dolly Parton, move aside. But the worst gaffe of them all was when he compared bad weather to rape. Yes, guys, it gets tacky.
What the fuck?
What he said was, if it's inevitable, just relax and enjoy it. Yeah. Like, you say that is, you literally were just like,
that is disgusting.
Yeah, if it's inevitable, just relax and enjoy it. Like, oh, it's the woman.
Oh, this is being forced on me, but you know what? May as well make lemonade. Like, what the fuck?
Like, so this little,
fucking guy.
Yeah, this fucking guy. Literally, this gaffe turns the tides on him.
I would fucking hope so.
I was about to say, as it should. The polls at this point start to tighten between Williams and Ann Richards. And she gets a real boost. And what finally sealed the deal is when Clayton Williams admitted that he hadn't paid any taxes. On November 6th, 1990, by a margin of 49% to 47%. Ooh, she squeaked that win. Ann Richards became the second woman elected to the governor of Texas. I would like to bookmark that and say that the first woman that was quote unquote elected, her name was Ma Ferguson, but she was considered a proxy for her husband, whose name was, drumroll please, Pa Ferguson.
Shut up.
And Pa.
Pa, and they were like, she was, what? Oh, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But so she was the first woman to be elected that had nothing to do with her husband.
Exactly.
Okay.
She didn't, it wasn't her husband that was basically on the ballot. She ran herself.
That sounds like some little Abner shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Paul.
I'm not giving up. I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay.
No, stop.
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
So, as governor, Ann ended up overseeing a 2% growth in the Texas economy, which was huge considering the rest of the country was actually losing money at this point. Mm-hmm. So Texas was still growing. Her audits on the state bureaucracy ended up saving $600 million for Texas. Yes. She reformed the Texas prisons to include substance abuse programs. Who would have thought you put a person in jail for drug abuse? If you give them counseling, they won't be in jail anymore.
They might not immediately go back to drug abuse when they get out of jail.
But again, this is something that I think that her own personal experience taught her, look, you can grow from a substance abuse problem and become somebody one day.
Yeah.
Look at me. You know, so for her, it was like a personal thing to be like, let's stop throwing them in jail and actually try to rehabilitate these people.
Right. Which is still to this day a controversial topic sometimes.
Big deal.
Yeah.
So she also backed a proposal that reduced the sale of semi-automatic firearms and quote unquote cop killer bullets. So cop killer bullets are basically bullets that can go through the body armor. What do they call it?
The bulletproof vest.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Those bullets that could go through the bulletproof vest, she banned them, which seems logical, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And as a former school teacher, most of her goals were set on education. She started the Texas lottery and used that as a mean to supplement school finances, which is still used today.
Yeah.
She also wrote into law the Robin Hood plan, which when Katie and I were in school, it was super controversial.
I remember it being super controversial.
Well, we went to a very affluent school, I would say. Like our school was very wealthy. And so what the Robin Hood, it's kind of what it sounds like. You rob from the rich and give to the poor. So all of the property taxes that were collected from a rich school district got evenly distributed amongst all of the school districts.
Right.
So that's
we had no leg to stand on. The people that were against it, they're like, but we need our $6 million football stadium. And they're like, but this school in the town over can't afford school lunches. And we're like,
but our scoreboard.
But the scoreboard alone cost $1 million. And they're like, food. Like,
yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah. And so from like, I remember growing up for us, that was like, oh, this is a horrible idea. But looking back, it's like, could it be tweaked? Absolutely, it could be tweaked. But is it a bad thing to make sure that every child has an equal footing in their education? Not really.
Yeah. And anybody that doesn't live in America, because like when my husband moved here, he was really shocked to find out that the school districts get their money from the property taxes aligned with that school district. So that's why the poor kids end up going to schools with textbooks from the 70s, like, because the property taxes are lower. Yeah. And so a lot of people that aren't from America, when they hear that, they're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. They're like, wait, isn't the government supposed to raise the money? But it's done at a local level.
Yeah.
in most school districts. Yeah. So she seeked to like decentralize the education system. And she did end up handing over a lot of responsibilities to local districts and campuses, which is a very, conservative idea, is to like put the power in the hands of the people in the area. Mm-hmm. So even though she like did the Robin Hood plan, she still said, okay, you as a school get to determine your own curriculum, your own after school programs, your own this, your own that. Here's the money to do it. Go.
Yeah.
We can sit here and talk about all of her great accomplishments and all the great things that she did, but I think it's important, as with any political party, to also mention the not so good stuff.
Yeah.
Because every politician has some skeletons in their closets.
Totally.
Ann Richards actually campaigned on gay rights, and she was very, very pro-LGBT. However, in 1993, she signed into law, I forget the name of the law, but it made gay sex, anal intercourse, a Class C misdemeanor.
Oh,
say it ain't so, Anne. But and it's a big but, the Supreme Court ended up ruling that whatever happens behind closed doors between two consenting adults cannot be a crime.
Thank you.
Right? Like, as long as it's consenting adults, we're fine. So despite all this, Anne did end up losing her re-election bid to George W. Bush. Maybe you've heard of him. Dubya. She's a Democrat, so of course her reign is eventually going to be over in Texas. But as a woman, she paved the way for other women, especially in Texas, like Wendy Davis and other female politicians, to really carve that path to say, hey, even though it's a red state, you can win too.
Yeah.
She struck this balance between being, nurturing and warm, but she was also able to command the room and speak her mind and not apologize about it.
She set a precedent, not just for Texan women, but women all over the South.
And just being a boss ass bitch.
Yeah, being a boss ass bitch.
So even though she wasn't a governor anymore, she still remained politically active. She was a senior advisor for the communications firm Public Strategies Incorporated. She also was a senior advisor to a Washington, D.C. based law firm, and also sat on the board of the Aspen Institute, J.C. Penney, and TGI Holdings.
I love JCPenney. I still love JC. I worked at JCPenney in high school. And I remember one time I was working and you came to see me and you told me you were on your way to go meet up with your girlfriend that went to a different school. And
my girlfriend that lived in Canada.
I'm going to go see my girlfriend. And I was like, okay, Nathan.
I love it. Anyway. So at this point, Anne's no longer like running for office, but she's still pulling the strings for the king.
Yeah, she's still being an influence.
Yes, she's not interested in like
she's an influencer.
Yes, she's not like interested in this comeback. She's not trying to revive herself. She in 2004 she ended up campaigning for Howard Dean until he went trick
or he was like and remember back when that's all you had to do for people to be like, oh no thank you.
Like, oh, he's unstable, he went So after Howard Dean did that, she jumped on over to John Kerry's side. While she was campaigning with him, she really pushed healthcare, and she really pushed women's rights, women's rights. Woo.
Yes.
But at this point, Anne had been diagnosed with osteoporosis, which unfortunately is like very debilitating for a lot of women. Yeah. Something that really, really, devastated her. She ended up at this point changing her diet completely, which helped immensely with osteoporosis, obviously. But because of this, she ended up writing a book, which I love the title of this book, I'm Not Slowing Down. I feel like you have to say it like her, too.
You have to read the whole book in a Southern accent. You just
yes,
have to.
You do. So the book focused on diet, exercise, and it really did help her health a whole lot. I mean, she still suffered from it, but again, the symptoms were not near as bad as they would have been had she maintained that path. Anne was also a very big advocate in the film industry. She advocated for women directors and producers. And when 9/11 hit, most people in New York City were leaving New York City because it was a very scary time.
Yep.
And Anne did the exact opposite. And she moved to New York City.
Really?
And she was like, I'm going to make a difference in the world. And this is where she would end up spending the last years of her life. So Anne was diagnosed with esophageal cancer, and she was treated at the University of Texas MD Anderson Medical Cancer Center. Shout out to my friend Miriam, who also did her fellowship there. And Anne admitted that this diagnosis was likely due to her alcohol and tobacco use. She said, and I quote, that she smoked like a chimney and drank like a fish.
Yeah.
I bet it would.
Though I've never understood the drink like a fish. Do fish drink that much? They don't.
Katie's like, wait, we might have to stop this whole episode.
Sorry, it's always been an analogy that doesn't make sense to me.
But
continue.
I mean, to be fair, if I was back in Anne's heyday, I'm sure I would have liked to go out to the bars with her. I bet she was a fucking hoot.
She would have done karaoke with us.
Oh, yeah. She is a little fucking firecracker. But on September 13th, 2006, this firecracker went out. Anne ended up dying in her home in Austin. She was surrounded by her friends and family, and her remains are at the Texas State Cemetery. She was survived by all 4 of her children and 8 grandchildren.
Wow.
So her legacy, after her death, this badass bitch was honored in a lot of really cool ways. So there's a bridge here in Austin that used to be called the Congress Avenue Bridge, and that was changed to the Anne W. Richards Congress Avenue Bridge. You better put my name in front of that bitch. It's not just the Congress Avenue Bridge, it's the Anne W. Richards Congress Avenue Bridge. Get it right.
Get it right.
So, like I was saying earlier, her speech at the 1988 DNC was listed as number 38 in the best 100 speeches of the 20th century. So, yeah, again, it's that good. Like, after this podcast, stop it, listen to it, and you're going to be going, "Yas, boss." Except you're going to go, "And with a plan, bitch."
And with the fucking plan.
Yes. So, Anne also helped create that exclusive preparatory school that Katy ran on their track.
Ran at their track.
Yeah, she did not go to it
before the school opened. You said it like I was like on the board of education or something.
No, she just ran at the track. Katy just ran at the track. But she started the preparatory school, and after she died, the school was named after her. So obviously it was called the Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders. The band U2 did a tribute to her in 2017. The video was called Herstory.
Oh.
And not only that, but this badass bitch, she was a trailblazer for all the nasty women alike. She would be an advocate for speak up, speak out, and don't apologize for it, because your voice needs to be heard. So let's raise a glass to the fabulous, the fierce Ann Richards.
To Ann.
Cheers, bitches.
Cheers, bitches.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, guys.
I see you.
Avatar: Fire and Ash is now streaming on Disney+. It's the film critics are calling the best Avatar yet.
Yeah! Go, 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 go!
A true epic and completely jaw-dropping.
This is the only pure thing in this world.
Return to Pandora on Disney+.
It will be an adventure for the whole fam.
And watch the Oscar-winning phenomenon at home.
This is sick!
Avatar: Fire and Ash, now streaming on Disney+. Rated PG-13.